Hi, my name is Jamie Ledbetter, and I'm 19 years old. I've always believed in Jesus, but have never lived a life for God, nor was I ever confident in my faith. I've always felt lost and like I'm missing a part of who I am. I've always been used to only going to church on holidays with my family, never really knowing the true meaning of church. I would always watch the clock to see when we'd be done. I grew up going to Camp Woodlands. I kept finding myself rededicating my life to Jesus at camp, and then I'd go back home and live for myself the rest of the year. I started competitive cheer at a very young age, and that's all I've ever been taught to love. When I was a sophomore in high school, I began drinking and turning to alcohol every chance I could get. I spent my first semester of college cheering at Georgia Southern, turning to alcohol when stressed or worried. The lines between what was wrong and what was right became blurred. I always caught myself falling deep into sin and temptation. I began having horrible anxiety in the beginning of college, and that's the loneliest I've ever felt. In the second semester, my friend Megan on my cheer team at Georgia Southern started talking to me about what it's like to live with God. The way she lived and treated others caught my eye, and I knew I wanted to be just like her. I started learning more about faith through her and what living for Jesus looked like. She always held me accountable. I started practicing daily devotionals, but I still never truly felt God's presence in my life. This past Easter, I went to church for the first time without my parents just to give it a try. The message definitely hit home. It was such a beautiful and eye-opening experience for me. It was after that service, I knew that God was what I had been missing all these years. God showed me how much I had let my life be consumed by everything but Him, and that I needed to put Him before anything else. That was the first day I truly felt Jesus. I decided to quit drinking this past May, but never truly gave it all to Jesus. Every time I had a slip up, I just caught myself drifting away from Him, but God repeatedly drew me back. I would always listen to a podcast called Doing Life with God. It made me realize that is exactly how I want to live. It wasn't until July 16th, 2023, when I surrendered my life to Him, and I've been sober ever since. I was always afraid of getting made fun of for living the weird Christian college lifestyle, but it is so much better than any other way to live. I'm now able to stay strong in my faith, no matter what anybody says. God showed me that I cannot do this life on my own, nor am I made to. I always thought that following God meant a life full of zero fun, but that's not the case. I finally realized that there's so much more to life than partying. I decided to transfer to Athens to be closer to my family, and that's where I found my second home, Athens Church. A little over a year ago, I lost a friend of mine in a tragic car accident. She had an unwavering love for the Lord and a constant desire for us to understand who Jesus was. As heartbreaking as it was, I have comfort knowing that she is with the Lord. Seeing the way that the Lord continuously moves in my mom and grandma really drew me in. The way they were living for Him made me want what they had. My 16-year-old sister really drew a spark on my faith. Watching her get baptized in May showed me that she's living proof that God's love is so powerful. I've always been a people pleaser, but never truly saw the value I carried. I used to feel like I had to have someone to fulfill me, but as my faith kept increasing, I realized only Jesus can truly satisfy you. I've always thought that I was too far gone to find Jesus, but now I know that that's not the case. I know God's plans are what's best for me, and knowing that gives me peace knowing that He's in control and that He knows my plans even before I do. My life's not perfect, nor is it easy, but knowing that God is in control and that He loves me deeply gives me such relief. I'm here today to publicly profess that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior.
Woo! Hey, Jamie. You got any giggles you need to get out? You know? Okay. Anyone who knows Jamie knows she loves to giggle during serious moments. But gosh, Jamie, God's faithfulness is just so evident in your story. You used to feel lost. You used to feel lonely, and that made you feel anxious. And you used to feel afraid. And then you said yes to God. And the very moment that you put Him first, you felt His presence. And I just love the way you describe His presence in your life now. You said words like you feel surrendered, you feel fulfilled, you feel satisfied, comforted, pursued. You feel deeply loved. You feel peaceful, relieved. That's just incredible evidence of God's presence in your life. And I'm just so proud of you. I'm proud of you for stepping out of the quote-unquote normal college lifestyle for something better. It's just so clear that God is better. I know someone needed to hear that tonight. It's better. It's more fun. This is more fun. We are having a good time.
Man, Jamie, that part in your story just stands out to me so much. You said you thought you were too far gone to find Jesus. And I think that might be a message for somebody in this room tonight. You might feel like you're too far, and your story is evident that that's not the case. No one is ever too far from Jesus. And so I just am so proud of you. Michelle and I are honored to be your small group leader. We love watching you grow, and we're just so excited for you. So it's our honor to baptize you in the name of the Father who loves you, the Son who gave his life for you, and the Spirit that lives inside of you.